Alrighty then. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to it is Tuesday night, and we are back. It is Let's Talk Football, the Roundtable. I am Nick Rosario, and I am here. And it's a great night because all four of us are here, which is a very rare occurrence this season. We've all had different things going on, but I'm happy to be here with my three cohorts here. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else on a Tuesday night, but with them. And so to that, I just welcome you all to the program. Delilah, we'll start with you. We haven't seen you. We missed you last week. How you doing? How's things going? What's happening?
I'm doing great now that I'm on the show with you guys. It's just getting crazy. I'm in education. It's getting close to – it's post-Thanksgiving, couple weeks from Christmas break, winter break, holiday break, all that good stuff. So it's just crazy. And the fact that it was so close to – I don't think people realize, like, how late Thanksgiving was, and now it's like, in 2.5 weeks is Christmas. It's
and
just
you're
a lot.
Again, right?
But you know what? We're here. We're going to talk some football, so I'm excited. Thank you for.
Absolutely.
I'm glad I was able to join. Yay!
Absolutely, and we're happy you were able to too. Tina, how about you? How are you doing on this fine Tuesday?
I'm fine.
Oh.
I'm amusing myself with my button that I just.
Oh, okay. See.
I'm doing really good. We'd had this yesterday. I would have been sitting here because I took a red eye home Monday at midnight and got home at 6:30 in the morning and went to work.
Oh wow! Okay, there you go. Well,
don't recommend that. Really don't recommend that.
Probably not, right? But that's okay. You're here. You're good. It's all good. Everybody, Handy, what's going on, my brother? How you doing over there in the old 405?
Man, why you yell my name like I owe you money? That's not cool.
My bad.
Man, yeah. Very happy to be here.
All right. Well, I'm glad you are. I am as well. And again, we're all four here. So this is
great today.
I'm telling you, something's going on. What's happening? No, but I'm glad you've joined us all. As always, we start everything with a coin toss. All right, here we go. So, a funny thing happened in football today. If you hadn't heard, the Indianapolis Colts have signed to the practice squad Philip Old Man Rivers, that old man Rivers. He wants to play football, but he should just take his kids to the mall. That old man Rivers, he's gonna get his head knocked off. Never mind. Anywho, that's it. But yes, Philip Rivers is signed to the practice squad of the Indianapolis Colts ahead of this week because Daniel Jones is out for the season now. And Riley Leonard mysteriously has a knee injury. I don't know. I mean, he played last week. What happened, Riley? Like, what's going on? All of a sudden, you're hurt. Now you might not play this week.
You don't want to play.
Well, I don't either. You see the defenses that they're going to have to go up against in the next 4 or 3 weeks?
They didn't want him to play.
I'm like, nope. I'm going to look at the schedule first.
My knee it's supposed to snow tomorrow. I think my knee gonna be hurt. That's
it. Riley Leonard's going down. Sorry.
Listen, Rivers got tired of being home with 13 kids, and as soon as the NFL was like, "Hey, we need a quarterback," he was like, "I need a break."
I mean, right? Like, no, it's funny.
Throwing his Batman cape and going, "I'm ready."
I mean, okay.
He's like, honey, the football club.
We need money.
We need the money. But in his head, he's like, yes, I get a break from 13 kids.
Man, I mean, sure, but I mean, no, I don't mean to make fun of Philip.
Yeah,
I don't. Well, obviously the Colts, because somebody called somebody. I mean, I know he's got a relationship with Steichen and the offensive coordinator and all this, but like, you've been out of your last game played, Philip, was 21. Okay, 21. 4 seasons ago was the last time you took a snap. Now I understand Tom Brady makes people think they can play well into their 40s, but you see the struggles. You see the struggles that the other 40-year-old is having in Pittsburgh, right? And he's 42. You're 2 years older than he is, about to be 4. Or you are 45 now. What are you doing, Philip? What is going on? I mean, I get it. competitive juices, call it whatever, want to get away from the kids, whatever.
His competitive juices is why he's got 13 kids.
Well, that's not wrong. But I'm hand you in the area. That's what I'm saying. And we're off and running.
And that was never told no.
That's I mean, obviously we know what he doesn't do, but I'm bummed. Okay. Well, Philip, I can't. I can't. This is what I'm saying. Oh Lord, help me. Help us all. But I mean, it's all right. Go ahead. No, yeah, we're good. I'm trying to, believe me. I'm laughing at you, laughing at me. So I go look at Tina's cracked up now. Delilah's like, why did I bother to come on this show tonight? You bunch of cackling idiots. So here we go. Now we're all going there. Everybody's crazy.
It's a push, not a pull.
Yeah. All righty then. All right. Why? Woosah. Okay, we're back. And we're back. Woosah. No, but I mean, guys, seriously though, because I looked at this, and I mean, really, you couldn't have come back at a worse time. Philip, your next 4 games in Indy are the Seahawks, who have probably one of the top 2-3 defenses in the league if you play this week. The 49ers after that, the Jaguars after that, and then in week 18, the Houston Texans, who again have one of the best defenses in football. You couldn't have picked a worse time to want to make your comeback there, Philip, is all I'm saying, on a team that, again, they're 8-5. They're sitting there in the 8th position now. They're actually out of the playoffs as of today, right behind that said Houston Texans team. But yeah, what do we really think of this, guys? Like, seriously, I know we've joked about it. We've made our jokes. We've had our fun. Good evening, my ladies. Benny Mayfield is in the house. Yes, he is. Hello, Ben. How are you? Thank you for joining in. But seriously, go ahead, Delilah. What do we really think about this? Like, what is going on?
So I was curious because as funny as this was, I was curious as to like who's available out there, but also just at the Colts in general. And I feel like somebody put a hex on them because their rookie has an eye injury. So he can't play probably. That's why they literally
because he can't see.
Right. And so like I feel like Rivers was like one of those like, what am I gonna do? My main guy is out all year. Richardson got hurt, and the rookie they drafted has an eye injury, and they don't know if he could play.
I get it. I mean, I think they're still mad Andrew Luck retired early. Like, I don't know what's going on in Indy, like, geez.
I bet you they called him up too, and he said, nah.
Like,
right. Smart.
Anthony Richardson, the team's former first-round pick, right, remained sidelined after sustaining an eye injury during a fluke accident in pregame warmups in October.
He was his translation for I was doing something stupid and it was embarrassing and I don't want to tell nobody.
And so,
what it was I was doing.
I was over his dog or something. We was trying to see how far we could shoot a can of corn with a corned beef hash with a jock strap. Hit me in my eye.
Supposedly, the way they saw this happening they don't know if Rivers will actually suit up. From what I read is that he's supposed to be like the mentor. Well, they're saying supposedly if Richardson's okay, by Sunday, when they play again, they're gonna put him.
I thought Richardson was out permanently.
No, they just said no. He has an eye injury. They don't know, but it's possible he has to play. And so all the like sports agent, all the sports articles I've been reading, they're like, if Leonard can play in week 15, Rivers would provide support for the rookie. Right. So I guess like the Rivers thing is more like of a long shot of like who else are we going to put back there? Because I've looked around the league. There's nobody.
No, there really isn't.
There really, realistically, no. Honestly,
I know. Realistically, I know what you're saying.
Like all the backups that we're used to, like the Sam Darnold, he's playing.
Yeah, they'd have to take somebody off a practice squad.
Exactly.
What's the?
I hear RG3. I hear RG3 still looking for work.
And was it Andy
Yeah,
Dalton?
so
Wilson would come and help him.
So's Carlin Kaepernick, but that's a whole
Get
other
rid of
story.
him.
So there you go.
Yeah, they're not. See, the Colts are not going to
Yeah, I
pay
know.
for all that.
No, I know. It's just,
No one's
and-
paying for Wilson to play. We're still paying.
No,
him.
I know, but he'll still,
Yeah.
they'll still, you know, an agent, you know how it goes. They're still
Oh,
gonna.
I know.
And so they're like,
Exactly.
"No, we're good." And because Rivers probably came in dirt cheap, not even veteran pay. They're probably like, "Listen,
exactly.
Well, no, he'd get minimum pay at least,
Yeah.
because
Right.
otherwise it violates the players.
No, but what I mean is
what's
obviously
Jay Cutler
like
doing these days?
they don't have to offer him like, you know.
Oh no, he's not
something-
getting millions.
Yeah.
He's gonna get the standard
league
Yeah.
minimum,
minimum
right?
quarterback
Yeah.
play
League
Yeah,
minimum,
for being on the practice squad.
Right,
Yeah.
and then Andy Dalton is already who's back up, and so they're not gonna let him go. Who Carolina? Is that where he is now? Is back up? I forget. I'm
not
sorry.
gonna lie to you. I don't remember where Andy Dalton is right now. He's
No,
been at a few
Andy
teams.
Dalton.
That's what I said. I don't know where he is. Yeah,
Andy's probably somewhere hanging out with Ryan Fitzpatrick.
probably.
That's what I'm just
Fitzmagic.
saying.
Matt Ryan's got his seat made. He's happy.
I'm just saying that the typical backup quarterbacks that we're
Yeah,
used
there's
to,
nobody
they're,
there.
they're
There's nobody.
signed. They're signed, and then no team will let them go for this reason. You know what I mean? Because
100%.
they're not gonna
Oh.
risk if it happens like with the Colts. I think
Yeah.
everybody's kind of learning from 49ers. Remember when that happened to them and everybody was like destroyed at quarterback?
Yeah.
And so I think that's kind of where people are at. And so I understand. I know, like I said, I know it's funny, but at the end of the day, I don't know if anybody else that they could realistically that a team will give up. That's what I mean. Like that a
No, I
team will
get
be
it.
like, let me give you a good solid backup because they got him.
But I mean, yeah, it's just
thing
go ahead,
is-
Tina.
It's still gonna take
Oh, I was right.
2-3
Thank
weeks
you. Thank you,
Sure.
Bennett.
for
I
Philip
was
Rivers to understand the system, really,
right.
other than I throw, you catch.
He played for them.
And I'm just wondering, like, why? I mean, I get it. They have a great season going. Well, now they're out of the playoffs because of last week, but they don't want to waste what Jonathan Taylor has shown what he's doing with the running game.
Right.
But I'm wondering if maybe they put the cart before the horse on this issue, because I don't know that Philip Rivers would be able to do much with the team for the next
Right.
couple of weeks.
I hand the ball off a lot. That's about it.
That's it. But what
Pretty much.
does the team do if teams do like who they played that they lost to? The Steelers.
The Steelers.
What if they do what the Steelers did, which is shut down their running game?
Well, that's going to
They
happen. Like I
don't
said,
have
the
any-
defenses they're playing in the next 3 weeks alone, I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, your running game will probably be none. Like, again, Seahawks, 49ers, and Jaguars in the next 3 weeks. Like, give me a break.
I mean,
These
they
are
have
elite-
that
these are elite
rookie
defenses this
tight
year.
end that
Yeah.
they got,
Yeah.
and he's
I mean-
good. But
Well,
he needs somebody to throw to it. He needs
No, I
chemistry
know.
with that person.
Well, that's
It-
what I mean. So I don't know.
This
I don't
will
know,
be
Handy.
interesting to see how it see what
Right.
happens.
Anything to add, Handy? Sorry.
You know, I look. The guy is 10 years younger than me, so he's still probably in better physical shape than I am. So, but at 45 years old, in sitting around the house at 13, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. If I had 13 kids, I'd probably be trying to get the hell out of the house. Also, I got this just in from we were talking about Anthony Richardson. He injured his eye. Did you read this already, Delilah?
Yes.
This message? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
what I
what,
said. Yeah,
that's what she was
that's what I was
talking
saying.
about. That's what she was
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. But that they said the likelihood would be the rookie to play.
Right. Riley Leonard. But
because
apparently he's battling a knee injury or something. So
No. I
No,
mean,
Anthony
no,
Richardson.
Anthony Richardson, you mean?
yes, no. Riley's the one with the Richardson's the one that had the eye injury, but
Right.
that happened in
He did.
October. Right? It's December, so
Right. But Richardson is in his second year, is he not? Riley's the rookie. Riley Leonard. I just want to. That's why I got confused. So I just wanted to make sure.
They listed it the other way around, so I don't know.
Okay, gotcha.
Well,
Yeah.
that's some bad writing because Nick's right. Richardson, it's his second or third year.
Yeah.
And then Riley Leonard is the rookie with the knee injury this
Yeah.
year, right? Yeah, there you go. Okay, go ahead.
And then
Because he was at Notre Dame when we beat
Right.
him last year.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
Riley Leonard apparently is hurt. He's a game time this week decision. I guess but Phillip is going to be at practice Wednesday and Thursday, so he's going to take reps. So I mean, the Colts, yes, are still in the playoff race. Sean, they're 8 right now. They're 8-5, tied with Houston, but Houston Houston obviously has a tiebreaker. Houston 7, Indy's 8-5, both 8-5. So
yeah. So,
but it's not over.
Rivers was signed to the practice squad.
Right.
That's basically where he is.
He has to be assigned to the practice squad.
Right. And so they're saying as an emergency vet, while rookie Riley Leonard is only he's the only the only healthy active QB is the rookie. Yeah. And so he is the one that is expected to start. Right. Because Anthony Richardson is still on IR. So Richardson will not be coming
so it is Riley.
Yeah.
So according to them, Riley is supposed to play next. Richardson is still on IR. We know Danny Dimes is out for the season. And so Phillip Rivers has been signed to the practice squad as an emergency veteran guy. Yeah. That can talk to the rookie, basically, is the idea. That's what I'm reading. The idea is, which is not a bad idea, is to have someone solid behind you who's been in the league a long time to come and kind of mentor the kid. I don't think that's a bad thing. I wish more teams would do that.
Well, but I mean, again, it's just a situation where he could be forced to play, and is that the best thing for Phillip at this point in his life?
I mean, if you run the ball like people are saying and don't do anything flashy.
No, well, again, I hear you, and I'm with you, but again, looking at the defense they play, I don't know if that's about. He's going to have to throw, so that's why I say I don't know what's going to happen with that. But again, we'll all be watching. And I think that Colts game is going to get a lot more viewers this weekend if we hear that Rivers has a chance to play. So I'm sure that'll get some definite attention there, my friend.
Man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to be a happening. But let us move on. Again, a lot to talk about. We all know the playoff picture is starting to take shape. And so let's get into the AFC. We're going to do the AFC first here because I think I want to address one quick thing that happened last week for those of you who've tuned in. Tina was protesting loudly about the fact that a bye week was still going on and that her Denver Broncos were not the number 1 team because of a bye. And so this week it all evened itself out, Tina. All the byes are done. Week 15 is next, and your team sits atop at 11-2 of the AFC with the current number 1 seed there. So I ask you, Miss Tina, going forward, you guys have you have a game that I pray to God you win this weekend by playing those Green Bay Packers. As we know, the Bears could not get it done. But you do not have an easy schedule the last 4 games if you look at it. You guys got the Packers, the Jaguars, who are a playoff team. You do have the Chiefs, who are fighting for something, but I don't know how hard they're fighting. And then the Chargers in the very last week. So go. And again, I know you're a realistic fan, which I appreciate. So I'm going to ask you, where do we see Denver finishing with these last 4 games? Do you guys, is it possible to keep that number 1 seed, or are you guys going to fall a little bit? What do you think?
Well, our strength of schedule is much tougher than the Pats. The Pats actually do have a pretty easy strength. They've had a pretty easy strength of schedule the whole season. Hasn't been playing some of the people we've been playing. And outside the Bills, there's really no one in their division that they're really competing with. True. So we'll see what happens with those guys. I will say that the game this weekend, to me, is the one that either shuts the pundits up and gives us our flowers, or it's going to continue. They're going to say, because this is a big game. This is 2 playoff teams that are got to show what we need to do. Now, I will say, I think we have the slight edge being in Denver, which is the same reason why I want us to have the bye. Because, you can put on the ventilators. You can practice and stuff with pretending like you're in high altitudes and everything. But there's nothing like playing in Denver. Nothing at all.
So I've heard.
I mean, people with sickle cell anemia don't die in Denver anymore, but it's still it's an issue. Like you're not used to playing at those high altitudes.
Right, the high altitude.
Kansas City is in Arrowhead, and I think that's going to be a black and blue game. Jags are starting to come into their own, so that one will be interesting. I think we can pull that one. We can pull that game out. There's an
Yeah,
interesting statistic out there,
Okay.
and I saw it on a clip with the Kelsey brothers, and I found this very interesting that they discussed it. So Bo Nix, when he leads, he has like a 65 to a 75% completion rating.
Okay.
If he's in the fourth and he's behind, it jumps up to 120 QBR. There's
So he likes
something
the pressure,
about
huh?
when the pressure is coming on and it's trying to win the game, that there's something about him differently, that he comes out and he plays very differently. And Travis Kelce said it reminds him of Mahomes. And
Yeah.
there was a play a couple of weeks ago that a lot of people were like, "Oh, that
Yeah.
looks like something Patrick would do." And
Right.
I'm seeing some of the stuff there. Whether we can keep it going, it's going to depend on injuries, all the things. It's going to be hard to go straight through for the next 5 games and win it all out. So we'll see what happens. I think there's other teams in the AFC also have very hard schedules coming up too. So we see the AFC, I think, it's gonna adjust in the next 5 weeks.
Well, Handy, I'm going to go to you with this next question because looking at that, again, we know 1 and 2 is New England. Denver and New England. But number 3 is a team that I don't think a lot of us expected would be where they are, and that's the Jacksonville Jaguars sitting there at 9 and 4 atop their division. Now, if you look at their schedule, they got the Jets this week. Then it goes Tito's Broncos, like we mentioned, but then the Colts and the Titans. It's possible they go 3 and 1 to end the season, which would put them at 12 and 5. Depending on what New England and Denver do, is there a scenario, Anthony, where we see Jacksonville sitting atop of the AFC this year? Is that a possibility? What do you think?
I would tend to say no, but then again, I also didn't think. You know what? I'm going to stop griping about my team, but I will finish my sentence. I also didn't think the Falcons would lose to the Jets this season. So, yeah, at this point, I'm Kevin Garnett. Anything is possible. It's just the way the season is looking this year. Never would have thought that the Chiefs would be where they are.
Sure.
Right now. I'm going to sidebar myself for a minute.
Okay.
And I do that a lot. So y'all should see literally having a conversation.
Whatever. Something funny going on. You cut out there, Handy. Sorry. I didn't hear what you said.
Did y'all see Travis Kelce sitting on the bench having a conversation with himself after he missed that pass that turned into an interception?
Yeah, I think we've all seen that clip.
Yeah, I've watched that clip many times.
Yeah, they've shown
many times.
They've shown it a lot. Yeah,
it just
cracks me up every time.
I'm sorry. It tickled the hell out of me. I saw
okay. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought you were going to go. Sorry, I thought you were going somewhere. I apologize.
I saw it in real. Nah, not at all. I mean, it is rumored that the only pants he wears in the family are the ones he wears on the football field. But but yeah, that's it. That's right. Yes, to answer your question, Nick. Yes, I do think it is entirely possible. Yes, will it happen? Don't think so.
Don't think so. No, I got you, Delilah. Let's jump to another team who looks. I mean, again, we have Pittsburgh sitting atop the AFC North now. They beat Baltimore, so now Pittsburgh 7-6 atop the division. Baltimore 6-7. Going forward, looking at schedule, Baltimore's got the Bengals, which is obviously a rival game. The Patriots, the Packers, and the Steelers. So, and then considering that the Steelers have the Dolphins, the Lions, the Browns, and the Ravens, obviously. So, I mean. I know that I was very critical at the beginning of the year and said that this would be the first losing season for Mike Tomlin with Aaron Rodgers as quarterback. But does Pittsburgh kind of run the table here, go 3-1 and finish this out and end up, the 4th seed in the AFC North? What do you think?
I mean, they could, but we've also seen that they've done this before. They go in the playoffs and then they're knocked out the first round.
Very
so I don't think they'll go all the way, but I could see them sneaking in like they've done for the last million years, it feels like. I mean, you know what I mean? I know it's not a million years, obviously.
No, I know. It's okay.
But given their history, I just see it being the same thing, which we talked about. Well, no, sorry, it wasn't this show, but we talked about that in the ladies' show about is it time for greener pastures for both teams, for both people, right? We're not devaluing Mike Tomlin's contributions to Pittsburgh.
Right.
But there comes a time when sometimes a fresh blood is needed. Do you know what I mean? For him.
Oh, yeah.
For the team. And I know that's hard for Pittsburgh because they typically have their coaches for like 18 or 20 years. But I see it going the same. That they'll go in there, and I don't see them going to the conference game. You know what I mean? I just don't see that. I see them being knocked out like they typically do in the first round. So yeah, they can keep and stay in the playoffs, but it'll be the same story.
Yeah, no, I got you. Because I mean that obviously Cincinnati pretty much is done. They're 4-9. You don't see them.
Yeah,
they can't make a late push. So I mean, the only team that could potentially do anything to Pittsburgh is Baltimore. And like I said, Baltimore's schedule is not the easiest going forward. So
but I can see Steelers still staying, though, is what I mean. Like I can see them still
100%.
going into the playoffs, but being knocked out by the Chargers. They're a good team. I know people are sleeping on them, right? If they play the Chargers can knock them out. Depending how
last night. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Depending how it plays out, right? Because we know we have a few more weeks, and this might reshuffle.
For sure.
Pittsburgh could stay there, but wherever they play, because AFC is pretty strong, could knock them out like they've done in the last 5 years? How many times have they been doing this?
Oh no, yeah, no. Again, I just it's interesting to me because, like I said, Pittsburgh to me had a really good defense going into the season, and they played well. And there's weeks where they played great, and then there's weeks where they look like one of the worst defenses in the NFL. And it's just amazing that they've relied a lot again on that defense to get to where they are. So I just thought it was interesting, like, trying to look at all of this as a whole. It's like you said, the Chargers to me are the team that is dangerous to me, but the rest of their schedule, if they can get through this though, if somehow they manage to get through the Chiefs, the Cowboys, the Texans, and then Tina's Broncos in week 18, I'd be afraid to play the Chargers. But again, anything can happen. We got 4 weeks left, and I swear this AFC. And again, it's funny because the AFC, everybody was like, "Oh, they have the best teams," right? When going into this season, people were talking Cincinnati, people were talking Baltimore, Buffalo. None of those teams are in the top 5 in the AFC right now, right? I mean, when you have Denver, New England, Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, and the Chargers as your top 5, I don't think anybody would have predicted that at all when the season started. So just to show you, the AFC has definitely been the juggling act all year. And I for one, I love it. I love to see new teams ascend. And obviously the Chiefs are down, Baltimore's down, Buffalo's down, Cincinnati's down, and that's it. Buffalo's still in the playoffs as of now. But again, like everybody thought this was Buffalo's year to really take the AFC. You know what I mean? Like be in charge because they felt everybody could have been on the decline. And now Buffalo's sitting there in the 6th position with some work to do. So we'll see how that goes. We are going to take a quick break. We're going to get off of the AFC and take a little break here and come back and talk a little bit about the NFC. So please enjoy this quick break and join us on the other side, guys.
Hey everyone, it's Tina, and welcome to the Mile High Minute.
Well, man, I'm the thief. Oh, I thought it was the ugly, but I'm the bad.
You're the bad.
Oh, okay. Kicking game.
Ugly.
I'm talking about the ugly. And you know what's ugly? I'll tell you what's ugly. It's calls for Vance Joseph to be fired. John Payne put together a solid game plan.
All right, everybody. Thank you for that. That, of course, was the commercial for the Mile High Minute. Joe and Tina and her fellow Broncos cohorts there on Thursday nights. You going on this Thursday, Tina? We got a Mile High Minute coming up.
Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely. I got to
Absolutely.
show me Mr. Mims and his TD
Okay.
return.
Oh, very good. Very good. Right. Because for those who may not have known, Tina actually was at the Raiders-Broncos game this past Sunday. And so that was great that she got to see her team live and get the W and all that good stuff. So, yeah,
Yep.
Fun stuff always. Well, let us go on to the NFC now. Because, again, I don't know that people would have picked a lot of the teams. Well, I mean, not to say a lot of the teams, but when you look at who some of the preseason favorites were, right? Like Detroit was talked about heavily. Philly being the reigning Super Bowl champs, of course. You know, San Francisco, maybe they were, quarterback things. But I don't think too many people, and the Rams, of course, were always good and talked about. But looking at the NFC right now, this is what we have. The Rams are sitting there at 1. Green Bay, after beating the Bears, are now number 2. Philly 3, even with the loss. Tampa 4, Seattle 5, San Francisco 6, and the Bears fall all the way to 7. Again, with that loss, Detroit is sitting there at 8 and 5, and Carolina sitting at 7 and 6 in the 9th position. Obviously, Dallas is 10, but they got a lot of work to do. They're 6 and 1. So the Cowboys, and we'll have to see there. But getting into this, are we? And I'll go to Delilah first. Are we surprised though about the LA Rams here being the top of the NFC? Like, are we? With Matthew Stafford and the boys.
Not at all. They got going last season. I remember that after he came back from his spinal injury, which I thought, he's screwed. But I don't know if he's got
held together.
Literally, right? I don't know if he's like Wolverine, where he's got
adamantium in his blood.
He's got
in his bones, because my God, I was concerned. I really was, because we all saw that hit. We were terrified, because I was like, oh my God, is he even gonna walk again? And then he just came back like Iron Man. And I know I'm throwing out a lot of superhero stuff.
That's okay.
I'm a nerd. And so and then he just, once he connected, right? He was playing lights out last season, right? He racked up a bunch of wins. And so he got his guy back, Puka Natua, are you gonna do the dance? And so and also they're a really good, well-rounded team, honestly. They got a strong defense. They got, in general, I know we always think about Puka, but he does have a solid offense, that he could go to. And he's been playing really well, man. Seriously, really good football. We're talking about aging quarterbacks, right? But
sure. Aging quarterbacks. Well, there was a thing I told Tina. I just want to get this in real quick. Sorry, Delilah. We were talking before we went out, and I told her, I said, if you look at for passing yards, number 8 and 9 are Phillip Rivers at 8 and Matthew Stafford at 9. So the joke was Rivers is coming back, so Stafford doesn't pass him. So we were cracking up about that.
I'm telling you, man.
Because that's just funny that.
I say.
I'm telling you. No, but I'm not surprised. People forget they are a Super Bowl winning team within the last few years. So I don't know why people snooze on that. It's really weird for me.
They also brought back Aaron Darnold.
They did.
Big part of that defense.
Yeah, for sure. But that's what I'm saying. Their defense is solid. Their offense is solid. They're playing on all cylinders. And so, no, I'm not surprised to see them in first place. Not at all. We kind of saw that last year. Like I said, we were talking about them last year, mid-season, when they started gaining their momentum back and
Yep.
And so I'm not surprised at all to see them sitting there. I'm surprised seeing our team.
Well, Well, we lost Delilah really quickly. Sorry about that. We hope to get her right back on.
He was done.
What happened? Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Bill.
Right. What? Oh no, Delilah. What happened?
Sorry, I don't know what happened. Sorry.
We don't. That's okay. We were like, oh no, we lost her.
But anyway, I think I'm not surprised about the Rams. I'm not surprised about Green Bay. They were picked to go to playoffs last season.
Right.
I'm not. You know what I mean? And so I'm not surprised about that. We're surprised. And the Seahawks.
Wow.
You do know what? No, let's be honest. I'm not saying you and I were hoping for just a winning season. We just wanted to improve from last season.
And we're at
you
least
know,
guaranteed of that because we have 9
right.
wins. So we'll
That's
have a
all
winning season, right?
That's all we were as Bears fans going, listen, just
Oh yeah,
get your
100%.
stuff together, whatever. Like the fact that we're still at 7, losing at Lambeau is just what happens. Like it's really rare. Sometimes we get one, sometimes we don't. We thought we would do a comeback like we've been doing. We got spoiled by that. And
Yeah,
we
for
were
sure.
close there, but heartbreak again.
Well,
As a
I find it interesting.
Chicago sports fan.
Yeah, no, I know.
Like,
We're always going to be, we're always
deal with the
something.
pain. But yeah, I think those are the surprises. Okay, is
Yeah.
the Seahawks,
Oh, yeah.
the Seahawks being in there and us being in there. The Bucks are not a surprise. No offense to the Saints, the Coast team, and I'm sorry, about everybody else in that division, including our co-host. But like, how many times have they?
His face is
How many times?
I know.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
But I mean, to your point though, Tampa's only 7-6. It's not like they're killing anybody. The only problem is nobody else in that division wants. Well, Carolina now is 7-6.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is why I say this is what I was going to go to Handy about, because this is your division. You've seen these teams play, my friend. You've got to see Atlanta play here. The Panthers there are sitting at 9, in the 9th spot at 7-6, with the Saints, Bucks, Seahawks, and Bucks again. They got the Bucks twice and the Saints twice. So basically, they're playing for the division. These games are going to come down to that between obviously Tampa and Carolina, because right now they have the same record. Now,
go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to say really quickly. Tampa has the Falcons, your Falcons. So you can play spoiler here. The Panthers, the 2 Panthers, and then the Dolphins.
Fire Raheem Morris.
Fire Raheem Morris. All right, no, but I'm saying, like, given that, I mean, what do you think between Tampa and Carolina here? I mean, again, as I just mentioned, I mentioned who they're playing to finish this season. Yeah, Carolina has the Saints and the Bucks twice, with the Seahawks in between the Bucks. So they play the Bucks twice at this point. Now this week again, Carolina has the Saints and Tampa has the Falcons. So they're playing these are 2 division games, obviously.
That's hard.
I mean, right? It's a toss-up because it feels
Carolina beats the Saints.
Probably, and I would agree with that as well.
Carolina beats the Saints and splits with the Bucks. Now where they fall.
But Atlanta has always played Tampa tough, haven't they not? Regardless of schedule.
Have you not been paying attention to what Atlanta's doing this year? Atlanta's not even playing themselves tough.
Okay, but I'm just saying it's a division game, and historically is all I'm saying. I get it. I know you're down on your team, bro, but I'm just saying.
I'm not even being down on them now at this point. I'm just speaking truth.
No,
I am John Leguizamo in Moulin Rouge, the mandolin. I only speak the truth. That's what's going on. Atlanta is just. I think the guys got together and they went
absent, and then he'll be able to handle this.
I think so. That's what you need.
No, you don't want to see me on absent.
So someone has had it before.
Boy, yeah. You did. Pink elephants on parade. Anyway, back to what was your question. Back to your question. Atlanta. I think the guys got together and went 1-2-3 Cancun about 4 or 5 weeks ago. And I'm not even making that up. We're gonna play hard enough to make it look like we're trying, but we're done. So then the way they're looking, they probably want the coach gone too. I have my understanding that players are not they're not above a little internal sabotage, enough internal sabotage to get a coach fired. Yeah, to get a coach fired. So having said all of that, I think that doggone it, I talked about the Falcons so long. What was the question again? The Panthers. I know what the question was. I think they split with the Bucks and beat the Saints. The Seahawks, that one is, like you said, they're not exactly tearing up the streets these days. That's a 50-50 toss for me. I lean a little on the Bucks side, just because Baker's got that. Baker's going to be that guy that's going to have some injury somewhere that he's going to regret later on after he's retired. because
Sure.
he just doesn't have any quit. I mean, his arm was almost hanging out of the socket a couple weeks ago, and he was like, "Just put some duct tape on it. I gotta go win." Yeah. So 4 games left. You said I think they win 3 of them.
Yeah, no, it's very possible they do.
They
Sure.
split with the. Oh, wait a minute! Not the Bucks. We're talking about the Panthers. Oh my God!
No, I mean together. That's what he's
Right.
saying.
That's what I'm
Like
saying, right? Yeah.
he's the Panthers play the Bucks
You're fine.
twice.
Twice, right?
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
he's saying. Do
Yeah,
the
I think they
Panthers
I
do
think they
have a
split with the
shot?
Bucks. Yeah,
Yeah.
given that, they split with the Bucks and they beat the Saints. So that's what 2-2 out of those 4.
Does
If
that
they
mean
lose
then
to the Seahawks, yes. If you're saying they lose to the Seahawks, then it's 2-2 for Carolina, and possibly 3-1 then for Tampa if they can get past the Falcons and the Dolphins outside of the 2 games with the Panthers, which again seems likely at this point, but you never know. The Dolphins have pulled out a few this year that I didn't even anticipate that they would. So who the hell knows what kind of Dolphins team you're going to get in any given week?
the Panthers are in the run, Handy? Do they have a
Yeah.
shot of
Yes.
dethroning Tampa
Yeah.
and getting in there?
Right.
That's
Yes.
what we're saying.
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Like I said, I like this because not everything is decided yet. There's 4 weeks to go, and you're looking at all these matchups, which is my thing too. Like Tina, I'll go to you with this one because even looking at the NFC West, yeah, the Rams are at top at 10-3. Seattle's 10-3 as well, and San Francisco's 9-4. Like there's 3 teams here still battling for the division, and obviously there's a couple of different ways that this could play out. But if your gut, just again, San Francisco seems like they have the first 2 games could be easily won for them. They play the Titans and the Colts. Then they have the Bears and the Seahawks. Seattle has the Colts, the Rams, the Panthers, and the 49ers. So those outside of the Colts right now are all playoff teams. And then the Rams have the Lions, the Seahawks, the Falcons, and the Cards. So the Rams, it would appear, have the easiest road to finish the season. So do we feel like that's it? Not that they'll necessarily finish as the number 1 seed, but do we feel like the Rams are the lock now to win the NFC West? What do you think?
Probably, but it's going to depend on how some of those conference games play out. So, I mean, it's the Rams' title to lose at this point, was the way that I'll put it. Because the other 2 teams, they're right there, but if the Rams are firing on all cylinders and they win the games they're supposed to win, then but it could be like last year where there was 3 teams from the AFC West. There could be 3 teams from the NFC West, depending on how everything falls on the other side. So we'll see what happens with that. But I do think it's the Rams' title to lose at this point.
That's a good point.
Well, I would agree. I mean, I would agree with that too. But yeah,
I don't think the 49ers have any other players that they can give up in a voodoo exchange to keep CMC alive.
Oh,
so
no more sacrifices are to be made to keep Christian McCaffrey healthy for the rest of the year, right? Like they have exhausted every possible thing that they could have.
They're going to be back to Brock Purdy being injured again. I don't think they want that. So
I certainly wouldn't at this point.
And I have to think about now that we're talking about that is like just like we're talking about like the Steelers with the 49ers. Aren't they in kind of the same boat? Like, I know they made it a little further, but I'm just saying, like, they make the playoffs somehow, but then they, like, get knocked out. You know what I mean?
The biggest gripes that 49er fans
that's
have
what I'm saying. So, like,
that's he's able to put a team together. He's able to get it going, but he's not able to get them over the hump and win that Super Bowl title.
That's what I'm saying. So, like,
yeah.
What do you do there? Because I feel like you know what I mean? Like, they're kind of the other side of the coin of that same thing. Like, what do you do? Because I'm
not worried about Tomlin or Shanahan. I think if they would ever get let go by their teams, there would be teams lining up behind with checkbooks out.
No, I know, but what I mean is like it doesn't feel like sometimes that we've seen, like sometimes you just need a new chapter in your life. Because what else can they do? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, how, you know, I feel like, aren't they like both teams stuck like in contracts I always think about like salary caps, like, and because they do the playoffs, they never get a really good like draft round, right? They don't really have good numbers when they
They're
go to the
mid.
draft.
They get mid picks, so
That's
they're
what I'm-
able to
that's what I-
pick up. They're able to pick decent players up in the first and the
Yeah,
second. But after
but
that,
nobody that's gonna get them over the hump. So that's what I'm saying. So then what do? Is that do you just like rebuild? Which I know people hate saying that, but
Yeah,
at
the
end of day,
rebuild.
like,
Everybody loves a good rebuild.
but at the end of the day,
but I don't think they rebuild. I think
teams
what they
are kinda
do is
stuck.
they try and get who they have, and they just they find the round pegs that work in their system and
Yeah.
keeps it going. I think that's like what Tomlin does. Is he's
Yeah, but they're
able
just gonna keep doing the same thing. Just like playoff
Exactly.
knocked out, playoff
And-
knocked out.
Yep. And that's why like my cousin is a Steelers fan, and
I don't know what.
he's tired of it. He's like,
Yeah.
we need to either move forward
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
or we need to let him go
Yeah.
and try something else. And if we fall on our face, we fall on our face, and then we can rebuild. I mean, that's what you
Exactly.
need to do.
That's what I'm
We were-
saying.
After Manning
Yeah, no.
left, we were stuck in mid mediocrity, and then we
Yeah.
just got horrible. Sometimes you have to fall
You do-
completely down, Handy,
Yeah.
in order to pick yourself back up and get the draft picks you need.
Exactly.
Bijan and a few others.
I mean,
Right.
it's a shame because I think Atlanta, when you look at some of the players they have,
Now it's done.
yeah, I mean, you got it. Like, I mean, you still have, I mean, I know Drake London is out right now. I don't know if he's going to play this week or not, but like with Bijan Robinson and Drake London, I mean, there's some
Got the
talent on this
players.
team.
You just need the
Yeah.
glue.
You need the glue, Mr. Handy. But
Yeah.
speaking
Fire
of Raheem Moore.
Because I'm just because
I have no problem with that.
Who are the
Right, I don't
40
think anybody does at this point.
Let's see, we have
That's
to-
the glue. It's a. You ever seen one of those paperback books where they basically take the pages and then they take the cover and fold it around the pages and the spine is glued
Okay.
into the cover. That's the glue that's falling apart. With it, Raheem Morris is that glue, and the pages are falling out.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
So,
again,
Right
go ahead,
now,
Delilah. Yeah.
okay. So 49ers are a 6. And if the playoffs happen tomorrow, they would play the Eagles. And I know
Yep.
we had a lot of jokes. I know that Jalen Hurts had egg on his face. And I feel really bad only because for the longest time, like people dogged on him and we're like, no, look, he's a really good quarterback. And then he just had a really bad day. It's just
Don't we
nothing
all?
but-
All right.
No, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying it sucks to happen to Monday Night Football,
Yeah,
prime
well,
time.
national
You know what
game.
I mean?
Everybody sees it, right?
And
5 interceptions, right?
and I hate when everybody else like, oh, he sucks, and I'm just like, oh my god, I can't stand. I'm sorry, I can't stand football fans like that. It's exhausting because at the end of the day, for example, do I hate Green Bay as a Bears fan? Of course. But I also recognize the players. I understand the type of quarterback that Jordan Love is. I know what it means to play in Lambeau. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't take away.
Well, no, and I think
Right,
getting
you know
Reed
what I
back
mean?
this
Like,
week
just-
helped them a lot because it allowed Christian Watson to not be the only option.
No,
And
no,
look
but
what
I'm
happened. He
saying,
scored 2 touchdowns. No, I'm just
but-
saying, right? I'm agreeing with
when you
you.
have,
Like,
you know what? Yeah. So, but when you have like, and it's like on the other side, it's like Jalen Hurts can't make any mistake. He kind of reminds me of our boy over there for Baltimore. Like you are
Lamar
not.
Jackson. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not allowed a single bad day. And I don't even want to mention why I feel like that happens, but I don't want to talk about that on this
Well, we
show.
know
but
why
I
it
got you.
happened.
Well, we know why,
but
Here's my
yeah.
thing is a counterpoint to what you're saying is
Yeah.
I think what's going on with the Eagles is they've been skating by this
Yeah.
year. They've lost games they should have won.
Yeah.
And the
Right, true.
pundits have been keeping them up there in
Yeah.
the top 5, no matter what the outcome
No
of
matter
it
what
Right.
they did. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and
True.
they've been exposed really badly this
Yeah.
year.
Correct.
And I'm sorry, it's Schadenfreude. You guys are getting what you got. Okay?
No, I agree
There
with
have been
that.
problems, and
Yeah.
the holes are there. And I do agree with you that I don't think Jaden is to blame for it. But the problem is he's the one that threw the interceptions.
Yeah, of course. That's
Sure.
what I'm
He's
saying.
yeah.
the one that's the quarterback is always going to get the
Always,
most
for sure.
critique.
For sure.
unless you're like Jay Cutler, who says,
right.
I ain't the effing leader. Okay.
I don't give
I'm
up.
not the leader of the team.
I love him.
You
Bring
come
him
to me about
back in the Bears organization somehow. I just want him as
Yeah,
a spokesperson.
I
Anyway,
think-
but go ahead.
I agree with you. I don't like those kinds of fans either. But I think in this case, some of that back blow that they've been getting is warranted.
Yeah,
No,
oh,
no,
yeah.
normal critique
100%.
is fine. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree.
Because my
They-
thing too is
they should
you
have
changed your
normal critique.
offense.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah.
Why are you not
Yeah, why
running the
did-
ball like you did
why
last? Like,
did-
what are you? Why is
I
he in
agree with
shotgun
you.
90% of the time? Like, what are
I
you
actually,
doing?
I agree
Something's
with you.
wrong with Barkley.
Yeah,
I
something's
swear to
got to
God,
be.
something's wrong with
Right,
Barkley.
it has to be, because how are you
I
not
actually-
under
I agree
center
with
handing the
you.
ball off to this guy?
Yeah,
Like,
I
I've been
do
watching.
agree.
I've seen enough Eagle games this year to be like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah,
You
I
need to
agree
be
with that
running the
part.
ball. Why did this guy? Yeah, like, what are
Right,
you
right.
doing? Like, come on, man. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know what Sirianni's doing. Like you said, something has to be going on that we're not aware of, and that we're not saying.
Something
Because
on
how do you have
something.
the leading rusher in the NFL last year? You win the Super Bowl
Yeah.
with this guy, and then your offense comes out this year and you're not running the ball? Something's going on. Or somebody thinks they're better than they are,
Yeah.
calling plays, thinking there's some kind of offensive genius, and you're shooting yourself in the damn foot. I mean, when you're not running the ball like you should, your quarterback
Right.
might throw 5 interceptions because all you got to do is you're playing from behind and you keep throwing the ball.
Right,
So I
right.
don't know. To me, the Eagles are one of those teams where, like, the last 4 weeks could go really good if they get their head out of their behind, or it could be very disastrous, and we'll see them just lose in the first round and be done, and everybody be like, oh. Again, the Super Bowl champs do not get back. So I don't know. But real quickly, before we get out of this, I just
the kids. Oh, okay.
What's that about?
what happened? I
Someone's
what did you read?
comment.
Who's? I don't see the comment. Sorry. What was the comment?
Oh,
Did it
Sean.
have to do with the kids of the coordinators?
Oh, Sean. I know. I got you now.
Can you explain that?
I got the second one. I don't know about
Oh,
the first
okay.
one.
Oh, okay. Might have to do with the
second
kids.
one. The second one.
Or
I
Was it the
know.
trippy? Oh,
I know
okay.
that one. I know that one. I know about the first one.
Sean, you're a funny guy, Sean.
Okay,
You
all
funny
right.
guy.
I do think Sean has a point with this.
Oh,
The
loss
loss of the
of the
coordin-
oh,
Of the
thank you.
coordinators.
But loss of
I
the right,
think
loss
that-
of the coordinators. I got it.
So
Oh,
that can
dude,
go.
I hate autocorrect, man. I'm with you.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's
but,
like, what is
yeah.
it?
Explain Saquon essentially
Yeah.
disappearing.
yeah.
But I can see we're losing their coordinators, getting new
deal.
coordinators and a
Yeah.
new offense. You
Yeah.
have
Sure.
some problem.
But you can be a
Right.
12-year-old and know that you should be running the ball with Saquon Barkley. Like, give
I-
me a break. This is the NFL. Like, what are you doing?
No, I agree.
Raise your hand, and I want Sean to do this too.
Sean, raise your
When
hand.
you were looking at the schedule in week 1 of this
Yeah.
series, people would think that the Broncos and the Bears would be the 2 teams that beat every single NFC East team.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that. I
No,
definitely
no.
wouldn't have. Right. But
No,
they
I
are. We
can't.
have and they are. And speaking
That's
of the
what
beloved
this
Bears,
season
right?
is, though.
No,
That's
no,
what
it
this
is.
season has all been
Yeah.
about. Is
You're right.
everything's topsy-turvy. It's almost like we're in the upside down.
And I like it
Like,
though.
it's a different
Right.
reality. Like suddenly our teams got put into a different matrix. Like they
Yeah.
switched
Yeah.
I mean, we're
next
certainly seeing week by week how things get affected. Again, the Bears went from 1 to 7 in just one loss.
Yeah.
Like, just to show you, like, how this, how everything is. And that's the thing. Like, I know people are now, again, because, I do watch the sports talk shows just to see what people are talking about. I do watch.
Right.
And, of course, everybody's like, oh, well, look, now Chicago, like, yeah, well, the lost to me, we figured that would happen. And now you guys are one foot out the door. And here we
I
go.
know.
And it's like,
listen,
might
I
I
heard it.
remind you?
Heard it
Might I
all.
remind them? Right. Might I
We didn't
remind
even
them?
think we would be here.
No, and that's fine. But the thing is, we are. And the
I
thing
know,
is,
I'm just
and I'm going to say this, because again, like you said, our hope was for a winning season. Okay. But we're here now. We are in this. We're 9-4. We have
Right.
Cleveland this week, and the Packers go to Denver. We win, they lose. We're back to square one, and we're playing
Right.
for the division next week.
It's gonna
So I
be
don't
like
wanna-
that.
Well, that's
but
what
yeah.
I'm saying. I don't want to see this gloom and doom where the Bears are done, and oh my God, you just
No.
moved a seat. No, but I'm saying this
Enjoy
is my
the
point.
ride.
This is not
Have
right. This
fun.
is not the Bears team
Let-
of last
let
year.
yourself in and just go with the roller
Right.
coaster.
Like, this is my thing too, though. And this is where again, I know I've been very critical of our team at times, but my point is
No,
this.
but we should be.
This is a different team. This isn't the team from last year, the year before that, or the year before that. We would have lost all these games last year that were close the way that we. So, I mean, we're a different team. The mindset is different. The coaching is different. This is my point. I'm telling you, he's going to have them ready to play Cleveland. We're not just going to be like, oh, it's Cleveland, we're going to walk over them. No. Yeah, Sean, you've been saying that forever, and I get that. Like, again, I mean, I hope we go as far as the Commanders this year, but my point is,
this is true. You guys are playing with house money.
Because, again, nobody gave us any shot to be anywhere near where we are. And I get it. I understand why, and I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, no,
it's not that I'm listening, Sean. My point is, I get it. I understand why they're saying it. But my point is, I watch this team every week. It's not the same team is my point. It's not the same mindset. It's not the same mentality as last year. These guys actually fight and scrap. Like, we would have never even we wouldn't have had a chance to tie this game last year because we would have gave up at some point and we would have just been done. But at least we're fighting, and that's all I can say. I mean, no, I get it. And again, we talked about that too. Like, but Minnesota's got other issues besides Sam Darnold. So that's the thing. Like, at least the Bears are still in the thick of this. And again,
I agree.
Again, I think the attitude, the coaching does help. And Ben Johnson has brought a new attitude to the whole thing. I mean, I could go on for hours, so I won't do that. No. But like, again, we're having looked at both the AFC and NFC again. Next week, we're going to be talking about a whole new section of teams doing this or that just because every week now it seems like there's 2 or 3 playoff games already before the season even ends that are going to determine a lot. Thank you guys for staying with us. I know there's a lot has happened in the last hour. We're going to take one more break before we come back with our final segment. So please stay with us, and we'll be back on the other side of this. All right, we are back. That, of course, was for the Roundtable Movie Podcast, which, again, if you hear the conversations we have before we go on the air, you would know that we talk about everything. We were talking history before we came on the air this evening. Like I said, this is a very well-rounded group, and we can pretty much talk about an array of subjects for hours, which is why I think we enjoy talking football so much with each other, because that's just one of the subjects that we can cover at any given time. But again, it is the Christmas season, fa la 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 la. And I hope that everybody is at least enjoying the season so far. Plus, we're also coming towards the close of another year. So, again, 3 weeks left in this year. A lot of stuff going on. But so for today, we're going to go with what is your favorite Christmas movie? But, Delilah was not with us last week. So I am going to start with her because I was also curious. What is, your favorite Christmas song? Do you have one or two that, we did ours last week? What are your, favorite Christmas songs? We got a couple?
Okay. I have a few.
Okay.
The first one is because I'm Puerto Rican Latina. I love my burrito sabanero, which I know makes no sense for everybody else, but it's basically our Dominic the Donkey.
Right. Okay.
It's probably the closest it can get to.
Yeah.
But it's not as silly. But actually, I feel like they're very similar. But in the Spanish version, a little boy is riding a donkey on his way to Bethlehem, but it's a donkey. That's what I'm saying. So
right, it's a donkey.
But anyway, but it's in Spanish. Super cute, just fun, lively, right? It's one of those things that I like. It's a good time. And so then on the other side of things,
right?
It just depends on my mood too, because I like a lot of the classics, but when I say classics, I mean White Christmas. And I always say the name of the song wrong, but Nat King Cole's Chestnut. I know that's not the name of the song.
It's called the Christmas song, isn't it? It's just called the Christmas song. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. See,
it's just called.
I love
that
Chestnut's
supposed to got an open fires where everybody knows. So yeah.
Yeah. So I love that song. I also love like Santa Baby, like that. I always thought that was
Oh,
a fun
Eartha
one.
Kid, the Eartha Kid
Yeah.
version.
Oh yes, definitely Eartha Kitt.
Because
No,
everybody's done that now, a lot of versions,
yeah.
but I think Eartha Kids is still the best.
After Eartha Kitt, the one that most people know is Madonna. I mean, there's
Yeah,
been others,
Madonna, yeah.
but it's Eartha Kitt and Madonna. But Eartha Kitt's version for sure.
Yeah.
You know, and so like I say, like I like a lot of the classic Christmas songs,
Oh, for sure, for sure.
English and in Spanish. But as far as like contemporary, there are some that I like This Christmas by Chris Brown. Like that's a really good one.
Oh yeah, from the movie. That was from the movie soundtrack, right?
And then
Donny Hathaway. Donny Hathaway.
No, I knew Handy was going to say that, but yeah.
No, I know, but because of the movie, I was like, he did a good job. Plus the music video was
he
kind
did a
of
good
funny.
job with song, right?
But also outside of that, I don't know. I also like Last Christmas too. I know
Wham.
if you play the Whamageddon song, I won't play it.
Whamageddon.
I won't knock you out of the running. I lost. I lost on the second day because it just popped up on the reel. I was like, oh, December 2nd, done. I lost.
Right. That was quick, right? Just
because it has to be the original. You don't lose if it's all the remakes and people cover it.
It has to be Wham.
It has to be the original.
Just like getting Rick rolled has to be Rick Astley singing Never Gonna Give You Up. Same thing.
It has to be the original. But anyway, I don't know. It's just I like the Christmas songs. It's kind of nice. But those definitely I always think of are those. But But then I know I'll go to bed later and be like, oh my God, why did I mention this one? Because that's just how my brain works.
That's all right.
I'll be like, I forgot this one.
We'll go with your favorite Christmas movie though. Do you have a favorite or do you have like one or two? Like what is your Christmas movies?
I have a few too. I feel like that's a hard question because like
Is it two? No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
It depends on if Nick says you can only watch one Christmas movie the rest
of your life.
Well, I didn't phrase it
don't
that
do
way.
that, and I'm thankful because that would then force me to make some real hard decisions.
Real hard choices, right? Real difficult
like,
choices, and what I'm gonna have for lunch tomorrow. But
I will my food.
I will.
I'll tell you what. Give me your top three then, really quick.
Give me my top three. My top three. I will always.
Top three. Yeah.
A Christmas Story forever and ever. Okay. I don't care. I can rewatch that it's just, one of my favorites. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. I can't.
Yeah. I mean, like the leg in the back?
Oh my God.
It's fragile.
Yeah.
You sunk all the glue on purpose.
Absolutely.
Fragile.
I don't care. Like I could rewatch it as we can see it. It's just fantastic. You can't. I feel like another one that doesn't get mentioned enough, and I think is a good one is Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, sure, yeah, and Sinbad, yeah,
and Phil Hartman. That's such a good one, and I feel like it always slides under the radar. It's so good. And then of course, A Muppet's Christmas Carol.
Oh, okay.
It's like. Yeah, it's my favorite Christmas Carol adaptation, and then Scrooge, and then the 1984 was it George C. Reilly one?
George C. Scott.
George C. Scott. Thank you. I don't know why I put, but like A Muppet Christmas Carol. It's just, and every time I see Michael Caine, and he says he's so proud of it, like he loves it.
Yeah, he did. I seen him.
They ask him all the time. They even ask him all the time, like, why'd you play it that way? And he was like, because I had to. Like it's like it's so good. It made it so good because he did it like it's almost like the Muppets were real people. You know what I mean? Like that's how he treated it, and it was just it's fantastic.
Awesome. No, those are all fun, and I've seen. Again, I've watched all of those, of course. Tina, how about you? Favorite? Give you top 3 Christmas movies. I won't make you pick just one. I don't want to see you the beats.
I'm going to adjust a bit of what the 3 I mentioned because Delilah's already mentioned 2 of my favorites.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Christmas Story and Scrooge.
Right.
I do love those. Then it would be Christmas Vacation.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Yes. No.
Round up my top 5.
Yeah. No. That to me, yeah. Christmas Vacation is always, yeah.
So good.
As a matter of fact, I just did.
George is our shit.
Can we say the shitter school, or is that too?
No, you can say
it. Already did.
Delilah, you just said it. Did you say that? We don't have the dump button, Delilah. You just said it. We're good.
Whoops, sorry.
But
That's
out of
hilarious.
those, then my absolute
Producer.
favorite, and I was every year, and I alluded to it last week when I said
Yes.
one of my favorite Christmas songs is "Sisters."
Oh, White Christmas.
Sisters.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Love White Christmas.
That's a great one.
It's
Yeah.
that just always.
Classic.
One of my themes for my Christmas party one year was Scrooged, and that's what I played
okay.
all day
Yeah.
was Scrooged. And it's animation, but I have to say it, and I don't think anybody would be surprised that Mr. Green,
Oh, the
Green.
original.
How the Grinch Stole
Yeah.
Christmas, is
The
one of my
original,
favorites.
yeah.
Now,
Oh yeah,
has to be the original
Right.
Boris Karloff
sure.
Grinch. I am not a fan of the live animation one, but that's just me.
That's all
So
right.
those are my two.
Okay, no, nothing. But again, so far, it's hard to go. To me, it's really hard to go bad
It
with a
is.
Christmas movie, but I know some people are like, some suck. But again, all of these that you guys have mentioned are just, yeah.
They're
Handy,
great.
how
Die
about you,
Hard
my
is not a
friend?
Christmas movie.
What'd you say? I didn't catch that. Sorry.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
All right, there we go. We're
If
gonna
it's a
debate.
Christmas movie.
We're
I
probably
said this to
debating.
these guys last week, but I'll say it now. If it is a Christmas movie and you're going by how much Christmas is shown on screen,
Uh-huh.
that means that the Santa Claus movies are not Christmas movies. Think
Hot
about
take by Tina Winter, there, ladies and
Well, I
gentlemen.
read about it. Like people are saying,
That-
like
I know
if you
that
go by
you
how much
mentioned that,
Christmas is shown,
yeah.
the Santa Claus with Tim.
That's not how I base a Christmas. I always base it on like he saves Christmas, and he does by
Right. No,
women
right.
and
That's the
families.
thing. You can.
That's how I measure a Christmas movie because he did save Christmas.
I would say Santa Claus is a Christmas movie because
Right,
it's
I get
about Santa.
Right.
To me, Die Hard is not about Christmas. It happens to be set during Christmas.
So was Lethal Weapon, for the record. So again, if you want to
And
throw
again,
that in there,
would
throw
not
that
call it
in.
a Christmas. Would
Right,
you
I'm
call
just saying,
it
right,
roughly
throw
a
that-
Christmas movie?
No, I wouldn't personally know, but I'm just saying, there's a Christmas scene right at the end. And it's, but anyways, Handy, how about you, my friend? You got a top 3 Christmas movie list for me?
Yeah, most of mine have already been thrown out there, but there's one more that I wanted to. Actually, there's 2 that I want to add.
You
to
could
that.
say 3, he said.
Well, no, there's another one I don't think I heard, so I'm gonna just go ahead and add these 2 in there.
Okay.
One of these I don't think was a theatrical release. It was released on one of the cable
Okay.
networks, I believe it was.
Uh-huh.
And that was, oh God, Kurt Russell. I think it's a
Christmas Chronicles. Christmas Chronicles.
Oh, that was a
Christmas
good
Chronicles.
one. That's
And
fun.
I
then
watched both of those.
And
Not
I
bad.
They were
don't,
fun. They were fun.
and I don't remember whether or not I heard Elf or not.
Elf,
Oh,
you have not. Nobody said Elf.
That's
Nobody
a
said
good
Elf.
one. No, put it up there.
Angry Elf.
Yeah.
No.
Well, no, Elf is a good one too. As a
Yeah.
matter of fact,
Oh,
I'm going to
good
see
one.
the musical Thursday, so I'll be at the
Yay, that's
auditorium theater on
awesome.
Thursday to go see it. I
Oh my
had
God,
to.
that's amazing.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Dude, Will Ferrell
One
in
of my
a
friends would try
and
and
it-
recreate him jumping on the Christmas tree every
oh
year.
my
Yeah.
God. Did
I
he
know-
hurt
I-
himself?
Yeah, and I know that Tina gave a very heartfelt argument that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, but Die
Yeah,
Hard.
I'm on
Die
the
Hard-
Christmas movie story
Die,
side.
Die Hard is a Christmas tradition in my house every year.
Okay, there we go.
Tradition, not
Fish
a
with-
movie.
fish- Fist with your toes, I'll be damned.
I love myself Hans Gruber. Like I love that movie, but
Right. We all do. Everybody loves Die Hard, right? Come on.
Shoot
Yeah.
the
yeah, motherfucker.
Yippee-ki-yay, right. Well, it sounds like I want to order a pizza. No, I go on forever with that one.
Oh my God, listen, with Elf, Will Ferrell in an interview said that like he did the role so well that he annoyed James Caan.
Oh, yeah, I believe that.
And so
You
that
look at it on screen, it looks like
his,
it.
You can
his,
tell on screen.
his,
Yeah,
his reactions were like straight up
Oh,
genuine.
I'm sure they are. That's what I said. I can just imagine how that was. Yeah, because James Caan is
I
James
think
Caan.
people-
He's just like,
I think people forget what a serious actor he was. You know what I
Well.
mean? Played The Godfather. No, but I think that's because they saw him in this. I think not everybody knew. We're older,
Yeah.
but I don't think
no,
like
but
a lot
yeah,
of people
not everybody
knew.
knew who James Caan was.
So like he lived legitimately, and then he was like, then when he saw the movie, and he was like, and he saw the reactions, he realized the brilliance of it, and so like he
Oh,
loves
yeah.
it now.
Sure.
But at the time,
But he was
like,
annoyed by Will
yeah,
Ferrell.
it was like
Yeah.
no, it was like genuine, like
Besides, if you ever want to see a good James Caan movie, watch Thief, made here in Chicago, 1981. Great film. But I'm gonna, yeah. Well, Program was good too. That's again in terms of football movies. That's in my top. That's in my top 3. So yeah, I love the Program. And you know what? I don't see it anywhere. I'd never see it streaming anywhere, which is crazy to me. Like, it's one of the best football movies ever made. It's realistic too, and it's just like, how do you not play that everywhere on streaming when you can see anything else? But real quick, mine again. They've been mentioned, right? Like Christmas Vacation is an absolute. I watch it every year, no matter what happens. It doesn't matter. That's one I have to see. It's one of those where, like, if I only watch 2 Christmas movies, that has to be one of them all year because I just have to just. Can I, refill your hot cocoa, take you out in the middle of nowhere, and like just the greatest thing. And then and then again, of course, I mean, I love A Christmas Story as well. I grew up with that one. It's on the 24-hour marathon on TNT or TBS every year. Nothing like watching the duck get his head cut off at the end of the movie and watching Melinda Dillon react that way because she did not know that they were going to do that. So her reaction was real.
That was amazing.
To the duck getting his head cut off at the end of the film.
Yeah.
No, it looks wonderful. It's just it seems to be smiling at me.
Yes, exactly. And then, and one that's going to surprise you, not surprise you guys because you guys know me. I love Bad Santa. And I will watch.
Dude!
I will definitely watch Bad Santa every year, just because. To me, Billy Bob Thornton, and again, whatever you think, he seems like a kooky guy outside of movies, but that's fine. I don't care what you do in your personal life, but as an actor, I love Billy Bob Thornton. As a matter of fact, that's the reason I watch Landman now is because Billy Bob is in it. Honestly,
no, that was movie.
But to me, Bad Santa, the first time I saw that, I pissed myself because I was laughing way too hard at a lot of the stuff they did in that movie, and it's become a favorite of mine. But again, classics, right? It's a Wonderful Life. Who doesn't like Jimmy Stewart running down the street saying "Merry Christmas, Bedford Falls"? Like Tina, I guess. But it's fine. Again, I love the movie. But and that's the thing. Like, but again, White Christmas. They always play it at the Music Box every year, so like I've tried to go see that a couple of times just to get into the mood. But yeah, I mean, Christmas is always a fun time of the year, and I just think it's especially again, with everything going on in the world, however you feel about it, or however I always feel like when it comes to Christmas, I just like to be joyful. Like I just like to. It's the end of the year. We got a new year coming. Like the season. It's I try to be giving. I try to do everything I can just to get into the spirit of what is happening, because I just feel like this should always be a joyous time of year, and I know that. Not everybody is in that situation to be happy all the time, but I try my best to radiate that and to be joyful and to be grateful and to be gracious and all that stuff because I just think this is always my favorite time of the year and I just think it's great. Cue that. Oh, Chewy's made an appearance. Hello, Chewy. Thank you for joining the program. Chewy, what's your favorite Christmas movie? Garfield? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I like a Garfield Christmas.
Right, Garfield. There you go. But we're I think we've come to the end of another program. Thank you very much, obviously, for sticking with us. Sean, Ben in the comments, anybody else who might have commented, thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. It was really great to have all 4 of us on. Because again, going forward, I don't know what schedules, how it's going to go every week. So the fact that we were at least able to get on here, all 4 of us, was absolutely phenomenal this week. So for Delilah Crespo, Tina Winter, and Anthony Handy, I'm Nick Rosario. As Casey Kasem would say, put your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. Everybody have a great week. We'll see you next time.